time to kick over your heels, grab a handful of nuts and treat yourself to bubbles and gossip. From Club Eagle Amsterdam, this is Niki Today Tonight.
Hello everybody, welcome to Niki Today Tonight. It's the 4th episode here from Club Eagle Amsterdam, and it's gonna be a hoot of a show today. What a show it is. We got legends in the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but how was your week, Dick?
Well, it's quite okay actually. Actually a good week, yeah.
Yeah?
It's a bit cold outside, but...
Yeah, did you know that today is a special day? It's Black Friday.
Oh my God, that's true. Oh.
In the US, the people are going to go shopping like this. Okay, no, don't worry. That's
okay.
No. And it is a very important day. I think it's Wednesday at the end, well, halfway through the weeks, because it is World AIDS Day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You have HIV, right?
I am HIV positive, yeah. For 8 years.
So what is this day for you?
Well, it's always a day I think is very important to commemorate, because it's not that long ago that it was a death sentence when you contracted HIV, and a lot of people have died because of the symptoms of AIDS. And and I think I am living with HIV for 8.5 years now, and I'm very healthy, and because there are medications so I can live on my life the way I want to, and I think that's a privilege, and we should not forget what people had to suffer before we could get to this point, to this very point.
Remember the time that the world got shocked by the death of Freddie Mercury?
Those are the days of our lives.
Yeah, that was so beautiful. Well, it's going to be a fabulous program. We're going to commemorate World AIDS Day. And of course, we're going to have wonderful guests and great games. First, let's look at who our guests are tonight.
In this week's Niki Today Tonight, the legendary Mai Tai is back. Daniel's imagination runs wild. And Hugo cooks from the heart. Isn't it delicious?
We have wonderful guests. Let's get them down first. Here is Mai Tai. Ladies, come on down. Wow, the legends. Oh, gorgeous. Hello, sweetie. Go sit down. Grab yourself some bubbles. Oh, hello. Grab yourself a glass of champagne, darling. Here, you want some too?
Oh, yes. Please.
Oh, yeah, you need it.
I need it, yeah.
Hello, sweeties. Cheers. Oh my goodness, what an honor. The legends. Wow. And it's going to be a very special time for you, because you are going to be performing for the first time in the original formation with your great backing vocalist as well. Mm-hmm. I believe it is
the 11th.
The 11th of December in Paradiso. My goodness.
My goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Can't
Mai
wait.
Tai.
Yeah. Mai Tai, yeah. So you, that's Harriet, that's Mildred, and that's Caroline.
Yes.
So you became superstars back in the 80s.
Yes.
Yeah. How did Mai Tai get together?
We knew each other from the music scene in Amsterdam. There was this famous club, Citadel, and all kind of musicians, Lillian, Spargo, and all kind of musicians. We were gathering there, especially on Thursday evenings, but I know Mildred for ages in my younger years.
I know
jamming with her brother
from the scene.
Yeah.
So you got together, you decided, let's form a club,
well, those two were busy
We were in the studio.
Yeah.
Then we called
then suddenly I got a phone call from, hey, what are you doing? I said, well, I ain't doing too much.
I'm drinking a Mai Tai. That's
So I went to the studio and we recorded so fast.
Yes.
And the thing went like,
oops.
I believe that you had top 10 hits all over Europe, even in the UK. I mean, it's very hard to crack. And you were number 3 on the Billboard charts in the US.
Yes. The dance, yes.
And you had a big hit in Australia too. I mean, that's where I'm from. Yeah, Australia, New Zealand.
New Zealand.
You went everywhere.
Yes.
What went through your minds? I mean, wow.
Well, we just started singing and...
Yeah. We were actually, every time we were at in a country or a place on tour or whatever, we got a phone call or a message that something happened in a country, for instance, in New Zealand or South Africa or in Australia. And we were like flabbergasted. We were so excited because we never thought it would be that huge. We really...
we started out of fun, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
We really wanted fun and to work together and, you know, have fun.
Yeah.
But it escalated, you know?
Yes.
Well, history became such a big hit, you even got to perform on the legendary Top of the Pops. I got a little fragment from that now. Let's look. Oh, what was that like? Top of the Pops, that's legendary. How did... I mean, you had Countdown, in, of course, in Europe, and but top of the Pops.
Yeah, for us it was mind blowing as well.
Yes,
you know, we came there and we met all these celebrities, you know, that we look up to. You know, we met in the
But you were the celebrity too at that time.
Yeah, but you know, you don't think about that. You think about, wow, you know.
Wow. You got signed by Virgin Records.
Yes.
I mean, that was... And a kid could dream. I mean,
by the man himself,
Richard Branson.
He saw us somewhere, and then he thought, "Hey, this is a group I need to sign." So he signed.
Harriet, what was the biggest impression that you got from that period of time?
Well, we once did a show for our royal family.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and it still had a very big impression on me. The late Queen standing behind us, enjoying the show.
Dancing.
And Willem Alexander, who now is our king, was on stage with us, singing our songs and dancing with us.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
There's not a single
exciting.
picture of that?
Yeah.
No.
Just in your mind.
The RIV Day.
Yeah, of course. And you, Mildred?
I enjoyed it through the whole trip. You know, I just enjoyed every minute of it. I met so many people I looked up to, you know, and in the business. And I had fun, you know, to see how our records were going, you know, and all the places we've been. I just had fun. I was enjoying every day, you know.
And Mildred, Caroline?
Same thing, had fun and looking up to people and the people who we met, and they came and they say, "Oh, you're good." I said, "Well, okay, we're singing."
And the countries we've been.
Yeah. And the countries,
wow.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was a journey.
So, and now you are back. You are going to go on stage in Paradiso.
Yes.
Tell us about the show. What's going to happen?
Oh. Nice. With some guests. We have a mystery guest, an international mystery guest. I can't tell you who because.
Yeah.
But we have, of course, Frank Boeien. Because we're related with Frank in the 80s, Kronenberg Park.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See my sexy voice now. And Birgit Lewis.
Oh, wow.
We invited her because we were guests of Birgit, of course, in 2019 in the Ziggo Dome, Ladies of Soul. And, of course, my daughter, I Am Aisha, is one of our guests. And, of course, one of our special guests.
They got me out of my
Mildred Douglas.
They got me out of my
We took her out of this, you know,
I was
where she was hiding.
I was painting, and I was having fun.
Oh, you're a painter now?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm a painter.
Oh,
as well.
wow.
Yes, my second passion.
Yes.
So she was just painting portraits and landscapes and all kind of beautiful things. And you kept on nagging until she finally said yes.
Yes.
And now she's going to be on stage
Yes.
all
After
together.
35 years of not singing, right?
Oh, my. Are you scared of it?
Yeah, I'm scared like hell.
But she's going to make
You can do it, babe.
Yes,
you can do it.
Yeah,
You can
I'm going to
definitely
do it. I'm gonna
So are there still tickets left?
Yes, there are tickets left. Yes,
Okay.
www.mytype.nl and paradiso.nl.
Yeah, just go buy tickets. Go see it. And let's look at one of the clips of the new show. Can't wait to go to that show. Now we're going to go to my next two guests. He is a director and a translator and a writer, and he's so much more. Daniel Cohen! Hello, darling. Hello. Grab yourself some bubbles.
I'm fine, thanks.
You don't want bubbles?
I don't drink, no.
Oh, he doesn't
so
drink.
I'm a good boy.
He's a good boy. Okay, and we're going to go to my other guest, Jojo Kenner! Hello, Hugo. Hello, sweetie. You do take both. That's a very good choice indeed. So how was your week, Daniel?
Good. Yeah, quiet. Yeah, nice and quiet.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah. I've been so busy with rehearsals over the last couple of months, so it's nice to be
doing nothing,
settle down a bit more. Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
And you, Hugo?
The busiest time of the year, actually.
Yeah, I know. You got Christmas shows coming up.
Christmas shows, holidays, a lot of food, a lot of inspiration, a lot of commercials, a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. So, Daniel, you are a director,
Yes.
a writer, a translator,
Absolutely.
a teacher.
Yeah.
But you started off as an English major.
I did, yeah. A long time. You really did your research.
Yeah.
A long time ago, I studied English Lit at the uni. And then just for fun, I joined an English language theatre group in Amsterdam. And that's where I discovered my true passion. And I sort of acted for a couple of years, and then I...
You went to acting school as well?
Didn't really. I just followed some courses. So I'm sort of self-taught, really.
No, okay, great.
Yeah.
And you eventually became an all-round, well, a writer, director.
Yeah. I do sort of... I do a lot of musicals and musical theatre, but I do straight plays as well.
I mean, you can actually just give yourself a script and go and then make your own show.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
you don't need any actors. You don't need... Well, maybe a little bit of lighting.
No. I don't need the actors.
So, what do you prefer? Writing, directing?
I see myself as a director first, mainly because I think there's nothing better than being in a rehearsal room with actors and just try and find the right way of approaching a scene and to be sort of delve into emotions. So that gives me the most pleasure. And I love writing and translating as well, but that's a much more private affair.
So you do a lot of musical theatre.
I do, yeah.
In the Netherlands, there's this little history between the stage and musical theatre.
Yeah.
I mean, when I go to West End, you go to the Royal Shakespeare Company, they do a musical a year. Nobody snubs it. But apparently there's still this thing. I thought it would be gone by now these days, but it's still there.
It's slowly changing. I mean, some of my friends say, I don't like musicals, and then I say, well, you wouldn't say, I don't like movies.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just a name for a genre. There's so many different variations. I mean, they're sort of spectacle musicals, but they're also like more sort of art house type musicals. So there's something for everybody, I think.
You also did something very special in 2018. You actually wrote a play about HIV and about, it's called Pos Paradise.
Right. Yeah, I did.
Why did you make that show?
The funny thing is, I wanted to write a play which wasn't a gay play, a modern gay play, which wasn't about AIDS. because I was getting a bit fed up with just seeing Angels in America and The Normal Heart all over again. I thought, well, can't we sort of write a play that addresses modern gay issues without sort of dealing with the AIDS crisis? And of course, what happened, I wrote a play which is exactly about that. And the thing that sort of kick-started this whole adventure is I saw a documentary about long-term survivors, people who lived through the AIDS crisis, contracted HIV, and actually thought they were going to die. So they said goodbye to their friends and maybe sold their houses, and at certain moments, new medication became available. So for me, the interesting question is what do you do when you get a new lease on life, when sort of your life that you're getting is longer than you expected? So I wrote a play about that, and especially about how the older generation is dealing with a younger generation, which is for them it's just history. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was quite a challenging project to do.
What was the most impressive thing that you heard from? You interviewed a lot of people.
Yeah.
What was the most impressive thing that touched you?
I think the thing that sort of touched me most is how people dealt with their mortality. I mean, what happens to you when you actually know that you don't have that much time left on Earth? Mm-hmm. Does it make you a better person? Do you sort of phone up your friends and make up all the fights that you had before? Because I think the lesson that you can learn from them is we should actually live our lives as if today is our last day, and be very intense and be very aware and live in the moment.
Speaking about living in the moment, you've got a new show out.
I do.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, something completely different. Yeah,
but that is all about positivity and tell us about that.
Well, I just directed the musical version of the French movie Amélie, which was, I think, the most successful French movie ever. It opened in exactly 20 years ago.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, you must go and come and see it, because I think the adaptation is really, really good. It's turned into a musical by an American team, and they've been sort of tinkering with it all through the years. So there's been a German version and a London version, and our Dutch version is slightly different again. But
so how do you translate a movie like that to the stage?
Well, it's a good question. I think whenever you do an adaptation, whether it's from a book to a film or a film to a musical, you always have to ask yourself the question, why? Why does this need to be a musical? And I think there are lots of examples of why musicals? Why did they think this would be a good idea? But I think the great thing about this adaptation that they took the movie, which is a wonderful movie, it's very stylized, it looks gorgeous, but if I'm honest, it only moved me in the last 20 minutes. And I think what the musical does is they zoom in on the emotions much more, and they try to ask the question, why is the leading character, Amélie, the way she is? Why is it so difficult for her to be happy? And I think music is a wonderful way of delving into somebody's emotions and delving into her mind and finding out what makes her tick.
And you told us that every time this show gets made, it gets tinkered a bit.
Exactly.
What is the most thing that you're the most proud of that you tinkered on a little bit and you think, this made it better?
I think for me, it's not just a fairy tale. I think there's a very serious undertone. It's about the things that our parents teach us when we're young and how difficult it is to sort of let go of the voices in our head and sort of build our own lives. So I think the thing I'm proudest of is finding the right actress to play the leading role, because for me, Christiane de Bruin, who plays Amélie...
She was in my school, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the same education.
Wow,
musical theatre in Tilburg.
Yeah, that's true. She's somebody who has a secret.
Mm-hmm.
That makes her...
She was always a mystery lady in the school,
Exactly.
When she walked around, that's true.
So she has this wonderful combination of... She's gorgeous, and she has this wonderful dreamy face and very sort of soulful eyes, but she's an actress with a secret. You're never quite sure what goes on behind her eyes. And for me, that was the perfect Amélie.
Let's check out a little clip of the show. We're gonna definitely check that out. I mean, that looks absolutely stunning. Where can we see it in?
It's opening. It's playing in Amsterdam the end of this month, so from the 30th of November till the 5th of December.
We're gonna check it out. So next to you is Jojo Kenner, and I know you so long already. How many years have we known each other? We go back to the hotspot, I believe.
Yeah, that's 11 years ago, I think. 12 years ago.
You were working there as a
as a bartender.
A bartender, and I was a drunk.
You were drunk. Yeah. I was a musical performer actually.
Yeah, because
and then I quit musicals because it was not for me.
Oh.
And then I wanted to do something on television, and then I started working in a bar at night to earn some money, and be free during the daytime for TV castings.
Yeah, because the people in the Netherlands know you as a TV cook. What can I call it?
TV chef.
TV chef.
Once I was in London and I was younger, and I'm like, I'm a TV cock. But that's really something else. So never do that again. So now I'm going to say I'm a TV chef, and it's better.
Yeah. So you're a famous TV chef in the Netherlands, and you started off, as you told me, as a musical theatre actor. How did you go from musical theatre to TV chef?
Okay, first I did the chef school when I was a young kid. And I loved cooking and I loved acting. So my parents were really open, but they told me you can do both passions, but then start with the cooking, because they thought you have more work there. Then I went to Fantis, Tilburg Musical Academy, and did musicals for 6 years. And then I did a wrong thing. It's a true story. So there's this studio in the Amsterdam Focus Studios, and that's where all the auditions were back in the days. And then I went to the wrong audition studio. So I thought I was auditioning for a musical, and it was How to Survive. It's a child's musical from Francine Omen. Yeah. But I went to the studio of a TV show, and that's a child soap opera. It's called Spangas. So I went to the wrong studio. I did an audition, and they're like, "What did you prepare?" I'm like, "Yeah, a song." But they were like, "You did a song? Okay, then start singing." But I wrote the song myself, and it was quite a theater song. And then the leading lady of the soap opera, when she was casting her new boyfriend, she was crying, and she was like, "We want him." And then the director was, "Yeah, but he didn't play anything. He just sang a song. I want him." And that's when I went to a TV show. Then I met a new TV agent, and then there was a casting coming in about a TV cooking show. And she said, "Oh my God, you're so the type, but yeah, you cannot cook." But she didn't know that I was a chef before I was a musical actor, and then I was a TV chef.
Wow! And you started with 24 Kitchen, and then you went on to, now you're doing the big league, RDL.
Yeah.
You're doing...
a daily show now.
A daily show.
Yeah.
It's a follow-up to the 5-uur show, Legendary.
Yeah.
But now you're doing Eigen Huis en Tuin Lekker Leven.
Yeah.
Now, as if you translate it, it's...
your own home and garden. It's a sweet life.
Yeah. You practice it. You
I would do it international now.
Okay, wow. So, what is that like? I mean, you're hosting a daily TV show.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But that takes so much work.
Yeah. Actually, it is. But it's for me. I love to work. And every day now, even it is a daily show. It's a different show. It's a different recipe. It's a different.
Do you come
vibe.
up with all your own recipes yourself?
Yes.
You don't have a team that does that for you?
No, I celebrated 2 weeks ago my 5,555 recipes.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So I'm almost 6,000 now.
Where do you get your inspiration? I mean, how many times can you cook a spaghetti?
Yeah, but I travel a lot also for other TV shows. I eat a lot. I go to restaurants in Amsterdam like almost every night to taste new food.
That was the question.
I have a vegetable garden, so every time I'm in my garden, I'm like, and koolrabi, what to do with that? And then I sleep just 4 hours at night.
Have you ever done something that you tasted and you're like, oh God, I can't serve this?
It was horrible. Live television.
Oh, really?
Koffietijd. It's a morning show. I did it for 2 years. And then it was with Loretta Schrijver and Quinty Trustful. And there was a Mexican writer in the studio. And then he told me a week before, like, you have to cook something with chocolate and chicken, and that's his favorite. Yeah. But I couldn't manage it. So I was cooking it, and it's live television. So I was sweating like a pig. I'm like, fuck, it's still disgusting. 2 minutes left. Shit. And then it's the end of the show. So Loretta, Quinty, and the Mexican guests were coming in like, oh, let's taste it. I'm like, let's not. But it was live television, so she didn't understand me. She took a bite. And Quinty and Loretta, they cannot lie. So it was like...
Interesting.
That's different. And I'm like, go to the commercial. It was disgusting. And that's the first time I thought, okay, I want to die right now. Live on television, cooking really horrible, shitty food. And then I also demanded that this recipe was not on the site or nothing because it was disgusting. I fucked it up big time. But it's only once.
And are there... do you have new projects coming up, like books? The shows, live cooking shows, whatever. Are you planning something?
There's something coming up in theater.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
This is a live theater cooking show.
Musical.
It's a little bit like a food musical.
Oh, really?
So
It's waitress, but with men.
No, a little bit, and it's also
Sweetheart,
with real
can I play the
cooking, but also
zucchini?
with real singing and acting.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
With a few really nice names. So that's coming up, and a new traveling show, and. Oh, no, can I tell the other one? No, that's it.
Okay. You also won Expedition Robinson, I read. What was that like? I mean, you had
No food for how many weeks?
6. Yeah,
That's Survivor for the people from outside.
Yeah, it's Survivor. It's the same program. It was amazing. It was amazing. Back to the basic. Cooking with your hands, cooking with a fire stick, fishing, getting some fruits, eating snakes, eating rats. It was amazing. Back to basic. Making your own sea salt. Making it's so
oh my god, that's
coconut.
I could not survive. I'd probably run the first day. I'm probably even not make the island.
I'm terrified of snakes. Like when I see a snake on TV, like Freek Vonk, when he shows a snake, I'm like, fuck, shit. Then I went in therapy before I go to the island, in the air, tick tock, to get a little bit over it. And then I saw my first snake in day 2, so you're not really hungry then. And I was like, get me off this fucking island. It was crazy.
It didn't work.
Give it 3 weeks. 3 weeks later, I saw a snake. I'm like, yeah, bitch. Put his head on and just eat it. So hungry does a lot with you.
Wow. I can't wait to check out all of your wonderful new work. Yeah. But first, we're going to listen to a song sung by my friend here. Because it's World AIDS Day in a couple of days, he's going to sing a wonderful song for us.
When I look back upon my life, it's always with a sense of shame. I've always been the one to blame for everything I long to do, no matter where or when or who, has one thing in common too. It's a sin. It's a sin. Everything I've ever done, everything I ever do, every place I've ever been, everywhere I'm going to, it's a sin. At school they taught me how to be so pure in thought and word and deed. They didn't quite succeed. For everything I long to do, no matter where or when or who, has one thing in common too. It's a sin. It's a sin. Everything I've ever done, everything I ever do, every place I've ever been, everywhere I'm going to, it's a sin. Father, forgive me. I tried not to do it. Turned over a new leaf, then tore right through it. Whatever you taught me, I didn't believe it. Father, you fought me 'cause I didn't care, and I still don't understand. So I look back upon my life, forever with a sense of shame. I've always been the one to blame for everything I long to do, no matter where or when or who, has one thing in common too. It's a sin. It's a sin. Everything I've ever done, everything I ever do, every place I've ever been, everywhere I'm going to, it's a sin.
That was absolutely gorgeous. Wow. So, it is, well, after this, you know, what can you do? We're going to do again! Because that song was from the 80s, I believe. It's a sin, yeah?
Yes,
yeah, it's
right,
from the 80s. And I love the 80s so much. Do you love the 80s? We all love the 80s, right?
I don't love that because I wasn't there yet.
Oh, you missed the 80s.
I love the 80s.
And the girls up there, you love the 80s too? Yeah.
Nothing above the 80s.
Yeah, true. So I thought we'd play a lovely 80s game.
Uh-oh.
So he knows how to play you know how to play the keys, right? A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought, let's play a game called 80s Horrible But Fabulous Favorite TV Themes. Yeah, you have to...
Vote for yourself, yeah.
You have to recognize the TV theme from that
so
time.
unfair for him.
No. But I watch TV a lot, and even the older
yeah, the
programs,
reruns.
my parents
You check
were
them
like,
out.
You have
Yeah.
to check it.
Okay.
I'll make it easy on you.
So this one you're gonna do. Yeah.
Okay.
Dynasty.
Yeah.
Shit.
So you got 2 points. Good one. So, are you ready? This one is for you. You should know it. You should know it. This one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, BA with the Hannibal Lecter, Hannibal and the A-Team.
Yeah.
I love the A-Team. I love the A-Team.
2-2. Wow. So, Harriet, are you ready for this one?
Oh, dames, kom.
Heel klein.
Nog een keer?
You don't know it?
Somebody, please.
You?
Ja.
Do you guys know it?
No, I was watching the other channel.
Okay. Yeah. No. That one was difficult. It was the one with the mustache. It was.
Oh, Magnum.
Yeah, Magnum PI. I'm sorry, no points for you. Okay, now we go to the last round. It's a very hard round because with this you can double your score.
Uh-oh.
We're going to play a theme tune, and if you recognize it, you get a point. But if you sing the lyrics of the theme tune, you double your score. So are you ready? For you, Daniel. Yeah, well, we'll give you the points. How many points do you have now?
I had 2, so I get an extra one. Right?
Yeah.
3. So I have 3 now.
No, and then you double it because you sang Neighbours, so you got 6.
6. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So, this one is for you, Hugo.
Wow.
Thank you for being a friend. Oh, wat is de name of the show weer?
Friends?
Nee, het is niet Friends. Is it Family Matters?
No!
But I sung it right.
Yeah, you had the lyrics right. Thank you for being a friend. For traveling down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. I watched the show too many times.
Yeah, but I don't still know the title, actually.
Wait, I know.
Yes. Daniel, say it. You say Golden Girls. Okay, you got a point. You got a point. You got a point. You got 7 now, and you got 3 now, right? Yeah, with the other. Yeah.
For 5, I think now.
Yeah, okay, 5.
One.
Give it 5.
4.
Give a 5. Okay, this one is for you girls. This one. Here it goes. Sing it.
Zeg eens aan.
Zeg eens aan. Ik heb jeuk hier aan mijn ballen. I don't know. Exactly, that was a very famous Dutch show. So you double your score. So that was 2. That's you were 5. 10. Oh my God! No. You have now 10 points.
What?
That means that my tie won. You go, girls. That was absolutely great. So I had a ball. You get a prize. Give me the prize. Oh, yes. They're going to get a lovely prize from me. Here you go. So, sweethearts, you get a signed vinyl. My own vinyl, of course. Wow. And I have a bottle of champagne for you as well, sweetie.
Thank you.
There you go. Niki. You get that as well.
Ladies.
Yeah. So we're going to check out your show. Sit down, sweetie. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for our guests. Thank you, Mai Tai.
Thank you.
We're going to check your show in Paradiso. Thank you, Daniel. We're going to go to your show, and Emily, definitely. And thank you, Hugo. You were wonderful guests. Thank you for watching Niki Today tonight. We had a ball. We'll be back next week with wonderful guests, including the new Prince Charming and Jordan Roy. From us, Club Eagle Amsterdam and Dirk, good night. I'm not one to lecture. How could I dare? Someone like me who's been mainly nowhere, but in my experience, be as it may, you just have to love who you love. You just have to love who you love. Your common sense tells you best not begin, but your full heart cannot help plunging in, and nothing and no one can stand in your way. You just have to love who you love. You just have to love who you love. People can be hard sometimes, and their words can cut so deep. Choose the one you choose to love, and don't lose a moment's sleep. Who can tell you what you want? Who can tell you what you were destined to be? Take it from me. There's no fault in loving, no cause for shame. Everyone's heart does exactly the same, and once you believe that you're